Hello there everyone, and welcome to my 100% playthrough of Ash's Afterglow on Apocalypse. This is MAP22, Outcast site. Alright, well, finally done with that marathon of a hub map, and in we go to the Outcast site. Ooh, well that sounds pretty mysterious. Well, might as well see what this place is all about. There's only 65 kills, 2 secrets, and 41 items for right now. And 2 bug dogs. Ooh, and some supplies that I don't need. Whoa! Nice try, nice try. But not nice enough. Where'd you go? Hey, what are you doing? Down, boy. Alright, none of these doors are unlocked, by the way. Just ignore them. And then up the stairs here we have more bug dogs. There we go. Go ahead and take them out. There should be 1 or 2 more this way. Yeah, we haven't done the crowbar tango in a while. I was kind of missing it. That being said, we probably shouldn't do it anymore. Because... well, oh, that ruined it. Because... well, yeah, we have a veritable freaking army of bug dogs. And there's even some up here. So I'm going to go ahead and take these guys out first because they're far away. And I just know... ouch. If I turn my back to them too long, they're going to do what these guys did and get me in the back. That's nowhere near all of them, but maybe. Let's play a little game of... oh. Oh, there... how'd you all get stuck over here? You guys never get stuck this far back. Oops. Reload, reload. Down, boys. Bad bug dogs. Alright, ouch. Woo! Dodged that one narrowly. Come on. Come on, bring it on. What do you got? Nothing. Well, there's a warm welcome for you. Almost half the total... almost half the map's total kills already. And all bug dogs. So, we can't go back that way because the elevation is too high. We have to go back through here. But, these doors have no power. This whole area is powered down, so we have to power it right back up. Now, surely, that's not all we have to do here. Just power the place up and immediately leave? Of course not. What fun would that be? We are in the map where we can do 2 things. We can take cover here just in case. We can find the missing scavs, as well as... this isn't really an objective, not in your journal anyway, but the special suit that you need to survive the service tunnels will also be located here. Now, that being said, do not let the relatively low enemy count fool you. You're going to have 2 new enemies in this map. One of them is become tongue-tied there. Is going to become kind of a mainstay going forward. And oh boy, are these things nasty. And creepy. Very creepy and very nasty. And I think we're actually close to one of them. Matter of fact, yeah, he is right up these stairs. So... we have seen raiders. We have seen mutated insectoid canine-like things. We've seen just about everything. Oh, yeah, and gas bags. Can't forget those. Well, how about a living, breathing, mutated plant? Yeah, watch that thing's acid spit. It is incredibly fast and hurts a lot. All you gotta do is wait for the attack animation and light that bastard on fire. Ladies and germs, without further ado... ooh, nice, got his acid blood on the walls. Without further ado, I introduce you to a now dead new enemy. This is the Matango. Yes, a living, breathing plant thing that can charge you if they get too close, and they are really fast. And they shoot globs of acid at you, which do a decent amount of damage, and the projectiles travel really damn quickly. So, whenever you see one of those things, and trust me, we're going to be seeing plenty of them going forward, Whip out your Master Blaster. Do not give it a second thought. Whip that thing out and just blast them. Very masterfully blast them. 2 flame projectiles will kill one. I mean, they are made of grass after all. You know, they're plants. But yeah, those things, oh boy, I hate them. They are just, they're not very fun. So, there's no real order of operations really in this map. I mean, there kind of is, but there's going to be another Matango just over here, I think. Right inside. Yep, I see you. There we go. Now I can concentrate. So we do have to power the place up. Matter of fact, that is the first thing we have to do. And right here I just said, oh, there's no real order of operations at all. Because this elevator is not powered up. These generators are currently down. So turning the power on will, well, power all those back up. But it shall not be a free trip. Because in this room here, oh yeah. You didn't think you'd seen the last of these lovely ladies now, did you? Come on, what do you got? What do you got? You ain't got crap. Smacky's hungry. She's bloodthirsty. She's a vampire jackhammer. Anyway. Now this is the room that will lead us up to the switch that powers everything on, so it is a good idea to go ahead and come here next. There is a decent amount of things, or spaces to explore, which could hide some valuable stuff like junk or ammo. So it does behoove you to do just that. And if there's a coven of trash hags nearby, then you know there's got to be some junk as well. Now, let's see. Should we power the place up first or introduce the other new enemy? I think... you know what? We're already here. Let's power the place up, and then we'll do the new enemy. Whoop. Drop down to here, run over here. This is where the elevator would lead you up to. But be careful. 2 more trash hags. And then the scaver god said, "Let there be power." Haha. Power. Power. Alright, so this place is now powered back up. It does look a little old, a little decrepit, but hey, power still works, and that's what's most important, right? So, before we investigate this place further, I did mention that the second and final new enemy of this map is nearby. Well, why don't we just go see him? Whoa. Who did that? I can snipe too, you know. Those gunshots you just heard are from the new enemy. But keep in mind, those 2 shots there are actually scripted. I don't know if they can hit you. I'd rather not find out. Because these guys are equipped with junker muskets just like you. Thankfully not the electromag driver, which would really suck, because I'm sure they could one-shot you just as easily as you could them. Yeah, they're laughing at you. Anyway, as I was saying, I spoiled it a good bit. You can kill this new enemy with 1 single fully charged railgun blast, and we're about to see that happen right now. Because we got not 1 but 2 of these guys. Never stop moving, or take cover if you have to. Charge up that musket. And unleash. These guys drop a belt of junker musket slugs when you kill them. Fortunately, their attack frame is pretty long-lasting. As soon as you see them steady their, or aim their rifle, you can use that as your opportunity to kill them. But this is the second and final new enemy, and probably also the final new enemy of the game. Kinda. But these guys are called Laughing Toms, and, well, for good reason. They laugh at you. I don't know if their name is Tom, but they laugh. And they have junker muskets. They can run around pretty quickly. And they are quite dangerous. Like I said, they're armed with junker muskets. And needless to say, if they shoot you with that thing, it is going to deal a hella decent chunk of damage. So do not let them do that. But once you power the place on, we are going to see a few of them spawn in. But typically when you only cross certain thresholds, though. This is the second first aid kit we've seen at least that we can't pick up, so we're not going to just yet. Now, the next Laughing Tom you'll see will actually spawn in here, but flip this switch to turn on the power to this room, which allows you to flip that switch, which raises that bridge. As soon as you run into that little glass-enclosed skyway of sorts, the Laughing Tom will teleport or spawn in here. And he can be a little tricky to see because they're dark. I mean, they're wearing those big, like, hooded robes, and they don't stand super tall. So it can be a bit of a chore to shoot them, but we are going to give it a try. Now, to access that room, we have to go around this corner here, past this building, which we've already explored. I think we've tackled all the corners. Matter of fact, before I leave, let me check this building one last time. I think I forgot to go in here. Aha! I sure did. Look at that. How dare I? 9mm bullets and 2 pieces of junk. Anything else? Anything at all? Nope. Okay, cool. Excellent, excellent. And then we're just back in the generator room, so I think we are done with this room now. Or this building, rather. So, let us progress. Nuclear Material Management Facility. The NMMF. The NIMF. Caution, active. You don't say. I think I just made it active. Anyway, go through here. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a metal detector or what, but it sure looks like one. But if you flip the switch and run across this bridge, I'll go ahead and shoot out that window. Because here comes the Laughing Tom. And we got him. And because I need some more slugs, we are going to go ahead and scavenge them slugs. So yes, there is a decent number of these guys in this map. And each of them drop a pack of slugs, which gives you 4 every time you kill one. So, needless to say, every time you kill one, if you can reach, obviously we can't reach that one without no clipping. But every time you kill one, if you can, scavenge those slugs because those things will add up in a heartbeat. And this thing, especially with the railgun driver, is so worth it. And speaking of Laughing Tom, guess what? Oh, no. Oh, wow, I messed that up, didn't I? Even in death, they laugh at you. Well, gotta admire the dedication. Whew, man, that could have gone south really fast. I've never actually missed that shot before. Typically, I can squeeze off my shot before they move too much, but not that time. That's okay, though. So, from the second new enemy back to the first. Out here we have, oh yes we do, Matangos. A whole freaking group of them. And that acid will melt the skin off your bones in a heartbeat if you let it, so don't, please. We're just going to play gardener here for a few minutes. Oh, hello. Yeah, Master Blaster. Best tool for the job. Yeah, and those things are pretty quick. I mean, I'm not going to lie. If you are not too close to them and you don't wait for their attack animation to start, you could end up missing a shot. And, you know, the Master Blaster doesn't exactly carry a lot of shots. I mean, what, 48 by default? Controlled area, decommissioned site, reactor 18. What does that say? Looks like September 22nd of, that's either 1987 or 2007. No eating or drinking. Yeah, I don't think I want to drink this stuff. But we could go directly straight. We actually will go ahead and lower this elevator. Oh, we can't. Oh, you have to be on the elevator. How about... Yeah, you know what? Yeah, never mind. I was going to lower it because we're actually going to come around back here on the lower floor anyway, because we are going to go through here. And needless to say, yeah, it's pretty irradiated. So, let's pop us a purge stem and just wade on through it. Now, why are we going this way? Well, I do like to take some side paths, if at all possible. And, most importantly, right through this door here is secret number 1. And look what we have here. We get our purge stem right back. We get 2 bottles of painkillers. We get 5 armor scraps, 2 first aid kits, some flamer fuel or master blaster fuel, and 3 pieces of junk. And something a little creepy over there. Looks like a cryo chamber. Not really sure. But open the door, and that's where we have to go next. We are not going to go there just yet. Going to go ahead and go through here first. There is a little dead-end room. I think it's this one, which turns on the lights. Not necessary, but you can if you want. And actually, that may also turn on the power, because now you can actually lower the elevator to take you back out. Or you can take the nuclear path out if you want, but without a purge stem, you have to hurry your ass up, or it's going to deal some damage. Anywho, I believe we're done here. Let's go to the next area. Now, keep in mind, again, we have 2 objectives here. Find that special suit to protect us from the hot zone in the service tunnels, as well as locate Silver's friends, if they are still alive, that is. Ooh, well, this place looks not threatening at all. Nope, no siree. Not threatening in the least. Not one wee little bit. Alright, so what we want to do first is cross this bridge here. Get your smack hammer. Because we got trash hags. And bug dogs. And more trash hags. And then this switch here, I don't actually know what that does. I think it raises another platform, like way over there. Now, I want to go ahead and gun down the bug dogs first, because there's more of them. Perfect. Go ahead and reload my shotty. Whoa, hello. Hi, how you doing? Smacky is happy to meet you too. And since I'm nowhere near as afraid of these things now that I have a powered-up jackhammer, also known as my smack hammer, I'm not going to rely so much on bottlenecking with trash hags anymore. I mean, I'm going to try not to get overzealous because I can still very easily die to them. But still. That valve there will actually open that metal shutter over there, which leads to where we have to go next. Go ahead and blow those up. They were asking for it. Don't blame me. Yet another first aid kit. Yeah, there are a lot of first aid kits here. That's at least the 5th one we've seen. So, needless to say, we will be skipping some items. Frankly, again, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I personally don't think first aid kits should count towards the item count because in traditional Doom, the only items that up your item count are items you can pick up regardless of what your health and armor and whatever are. And of course, you know, Doom, classic Doom anyway, has no inventory system. That wasn't really introduced until Heretic and Hexen. So that's no doubt where this TC/mod takes its inspiration from. Oh yeah, I have those NVGs, I ought to use them. But yeah, so I think that things like armor scraps should be items, but I think once you hit 200 armor, you can't pick those up anymore either, so it's whatever. It's honestly not a big deal, but just a little note. So we have a door up here that is currently locked, but it shan't be for too much longer. But, well, let's just say that when you complete one objective, and yep, that is yet another first aid kit. I think there's actually another one. No, okay, just that one, and a lot of slugs. Yeah, baby. Oh yeah, and some extinguishers. Anyway, once you complete one objective, which is getting the suit, which again is not really an objective, it's kind of, it should be one. Not sure why it's not in the journal, but whatever. You are going to get some visitors. Yep, you're not going to get this special pristine diving suit for free, or hazmat suit rather, for free. Yep, we got company. Charge her up, boys. What the? Is that a harmonica? Wait, was that Whisper? Uh-oh. Guys, I think we just found Silver's friends, or at least one of them. Remember, Whisper was the mute one, but he was always playing that fucking harmonica, to quote Silver. Oh boy, I bet Coil is here, and Masher, and Razor, and God knows who else. Now, if we have not missed any kills, there are going to be 4 more Laughing Toms. So 3 of those are going to be his friends, Razor, Mash, and Coil. And the 4th one's just going to be a random one, I don't know. But advance a bit in here, and here they come. Like I said, they have some pretty long-lasting attack frames. Pretty much the stark contrast of those vultures that use the Colt revolver. Okay, where are you? It never usually takes them this long to reveal themselves. That's okay. Okay, there should be one more. Yep, there you are. You hooded bastard. And there you go. That's not quite the last of the Laughing Toms. We will see at least one more. But yeah, they're a very temporary enemy. Very interesting, though. Just scavengers that were driven mad by high radiation levels. And basically turned into deranged laughing... well, Laughing Toms. But the harmonica is actually the objective item. And when you take this back to Silver in Prosperity, that will turn in the Find Missing Scavs objective. And then, of course, the Pristine Hazmat Suit allows us to progress further in these service tunnels, which we will be entering back in Prosperity. But, yeah, we're not quite done yet. We have 2 more kills and 1 more secret. Well, where could these be? Oh... you'll see. I should have made that jump. I can't strafe jump anymore. I am ashamed. Anyway. Yeah, look at that. We go through one map with a few of these Laughing Toms, and all of a sudden we are full of slugs. Love to see it. But anyway, now the power's back on, these doors can now be opened. Looks like we come to some administration offices. Ooh, what's this? Gaia Guardian, Volume 201, $3. Weird weather. Superstorms continue to pound Earth. Interview Bob Lazar. Or Lazar. Oh, we got a Mad Max Fury Road poster. Very cool. Someone in there? Oh my goodness. Hey, kind sir or madam, shut up. Thank you. That's not all of them. The last kill's right in here. And a 1. And a boomstick. Glorious. Positively glorious. Well. So, for starters, that looks like a new ammo pickup. That is, in fact, a cartridge of 223 Remington for your M16. 30 rounds. Very nice. Oh, I actually have to reload my Glock. Matter of fact, while we're on the subject, let's reload everything. Always reload before going into a gunfight. Alright, so we have all the kills. There's a a very decent chunk of items that we just cannot get. But what about the final secret? Well, the final secret is behind this Uberlock safe door right here. And to open it, we have to do something rather humorous. Ever since version 1.06, it has been different from what it originally was. Originally, you had to find 4 very well-hidden switches around the map and activate them to open the door. But when version 1.06 came out and beyond, so especially this one, this is version 1.10, you throw this switch, which opens this door. There is a switch in a very high up recessed alcove, which can be a little tricky to get inside. We're just going to do a strafe running crouch jump, and eventually we'll get it. I don't think there's anything like in here to push in to help, like a chair. I think the first time I saw this room, I actually made it my first try, which is pretty insane. Because this jump is... There we go. Flip that switch. Now, what does that do? Well, you probably caught a glimpse of this before, a few seconds ago when it was turned off. Well, that switch turns this machine on. We get to play some Ashes 2063, the arcade game. Now, why do we want to? Well, believe it or not, playing and beating this little minigame is the secret to opening that safe. Now, what could be contained within? Well, only one way to find out. Insert coin. Hope you like Scrap Machine. It doesn't actually use anything. Look at that. Got an 8-bit rendition of the Ashes theme song. Nintendo 1987. All rights reserved. Alright. Let's see what we got. Alright, so we got some controls here. We got forward, left, and right. Simple enough. Primary is your crowbar. Alt fire is your shotgun, which fires to the right. Your crowbar attacks to the left. And then jumping, so the spacebar fires a rocket launcher. Well, we don't have the rocket launcher right away. That's actually for the final boss. So let's just freaking do it. Ooh, stages. Los Angeles, Shotgun City, Rocket Springs, Boom Lake, Radium Trail, and Spokane. Not Spokane, Spokane. So here's how this works. You have 5 hit points. You have to either gun down... Oh, goodness, okay. You have to either gun down or beat down all these opposing bikers. There's 2 ways you can die. You can either get hit too many times, or you can run into something and die instantly. And I've already been hit twice somehow, so I gotta be careful. But all you gotta do... Yeah, the hitboxes can be a little jank. Just like old arcade games, huh? Jank but fun. But all you gotta do is take out all the bikers. Sound like I just punctured his tire. And you will automatically advance to the next map. Which is, what? Boom Lake, I think, or Shotgun Springs, or whatever. I think we're in... No, we're in Los Angeles now, yeah. Not Los Angeles, Lost Angeles. The Lost Angels, I guess. Hey, what do you got? What do you got? Get over here. I'll kick your stupid mohawked biker ass. There we go. And yeah, just go from stage to stage doing that. Beat the final boss, and we're good to go. Shotgun City is next up. Now, when you start a new level, you do get all your hit points back, which is nice. But if you die, you start all over again. So, try not to. Alright, Shotgun City. This just has Mad Max written all freaking over it. Alright, I see 2 bikers. 3. Only 3, huh? We had like 5 or 6 last time, but okay. I take it you guys have more health. Let's find out. Yeah. Alright. Now we just gotta take more of you out. I didn't do that. Whoa. Hey, who spit on the cartridge? Okay, now we're at Spokane. Somehow. Okay. You are destroying my missiles. I'll kill you dead. You'll kill me dead, huh? So there's your final boss, that truck over there. The key to beating this guy is A, not get hit by his rockets. And whenever you hear him exclaim, which he should do here in a sec, that right there, he dropped his rocket launcher, you have to pick it up. Each rocket launcher gives you 1 shot, and you have to hit the spacebar, and you have to hit the truck, I think, 3 times to win. Just keep an eye out. Oh! Oh, good dodge, good dodge. What I like to do is hold on to the rocket launcher I have until he's about ready to drop the next one. If I can be that patient. And then pick up the next one and immediately fire it. And sometimes he will fire the rocket straight ahead, which will make it cycle all the way through the map and come back and fire at you from behind, which is kind of cheap, but okay. Would you drop your stupid rocket launcher already? Come on. There we go. Now, oh, hey, okay, okay. Ooh, okay, he heard my wishes. Whoop. Well, he is dropping them left and right now. And I don't think you can carry multiples of these, so you might as well fire them as soon as you get them. There's 2 hits. And... boom! Don't skip these ending cutscenes, because if it's just like the previous version, you will be bugged and be unable to move, so don't do that. Just watch it. Doesn't last too long. Looks just like Snake Plissken. Hey, cool ride.
I've been looking for you.
Ooh, a door opens. And what do we have? Ooh. Is that Godzilla? An insectoid Godzilla? Got collectible 4 of 4. That's prime. And yeah, that was a Godzilla stomp. So yeah, your 3rd collectible. Now, don't be fooled by the notification we got. It says got collectible 4 of 4. I think Vostiak and the map creators expect you to get this one last. Because, yeah, this is only the 3rd collectible. The 4th collectible is actually going to be in the scrapyard. And typically in the past, I think I did go there first, but this is map 22, and I wanted to do the maps in numerical order, and as far as I know, that doesn't cause any issues, so, I guess we'll find out together if it does or not. But yeah, we're done. And that was the Ashes 2063 arcade game. I ain't gonna lie. I'd play a game like that. If someone has already made one, I would gladly purchase it for a few buckaroonies. But yeah, we're done. 8 items remaining, and I know at least 6 of those are first aid kits. The other 2, probably some junk I didn't find, and quite honestly, I don't really care enough to go looking because it's not really worth it. We have plenty of junk right now. We're going to get more as we turn in objectives. And like I said before, once I find the final Project Pig part, I will use the next workbench we see and mod some more good stuff. But for now, we're done. And what I am going to do is not only go back to Badlands, and I promise it's not going to take an hour and 20 minutes this time. We're also going to head to the next map and enter it, which will be the service tunnels. We'll see what the map itself is actually called. I have a feeling it's not service tunnels. And then we'll leave, or we'll end the video as soon as we get in there. And I'm not going to turn in any objectives. I am actually going to wait to do that. Just do everything all at once, just like with Undercity. It's just easier to do that way. Because the service tunnels are map 23. I believe. They should be. I'll do a quick check just to be sure. And we're still not going to sell Lucy yet, because I still do not have my bike. Once I get my bike back, I will let her have her new home. And get me $300 more. But for now, let us go into the service tunnels. Now, down here, we're not only going to access the other, technically other 2 maps, but we are also going to clear out the gas tunnels of mutants. And I think that's it for the tunnels. Yeah, that's the only real objective to do in the tunnels. And here we are. The Pipeworks. Pipeworks. There's no the, it's just Pipeworks. But yes, that's it. We are done. Yeah, not another hour and 20-minute long venture like I said before. Still pretty long, but nothing too bad. But yeah, that was Outcast site. 2 new enemies, one of which, the Matangos specifically, are going to become a mainstay going forward. Especially in, not this map, but another one. If you're paying attention to the dialogue and of all the different areas the Badlands contains in the previous video, you can probably guess which map that'll be. But yeah, so we got our specialized pristine hazmat suit. We found Silver's friends. We got Whisper's harmonica. So that's one objective done. And we're going to use that hazmat suit down here, I wager. But what surprises await us down here in Pipeworks? Well, it's also not terribly populated. Only 66 kills and 33 items and 3 secrets this time. And as some of the NPCs in Badlands said, there are ways to get to the other areas from Pipeworks. So this place also acts as kind of a a junction, if you will. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see where we go from here. But that'll be for next time. So, until then, that was Outcast's site, also known as Nuclear Wasted. I forgot to mention that before. I hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you all have an amazing rest of your day or night. And I will see you next time when we venture down to the dingy, dark depths of Pipeworks. So until that time comes, I will see you all when I see you. Bye-bye.